Today I'm going to be walking you through an all-in-one video to start playing your 3DS games directly from your 3DS menu. All you need for this guide is your homebrewed 3DS or 2DS, along with your game cartridge or your game file. If you haven't already homebrewed your 3DS, then check out this video in the top right to get started there. Now when it comes to 3DS games, they come in various formats, and I'm going to be showing you how to install any of those formats in this video. So no matter which file format you have, we're going to get it set up on your home menu. So to get started, if you already have the game files, we need to remove our SD card from our console and place it into our computer in order to place them in the proper place. So as you can see here, I have Mario Kart 7 in a .3ds format as well as a CIA format. I renamed these files. When you back them up, they will look like this. So I just renamed it so that it'd be less confusing. So let's go ahead and open up our SD card that we used to mod our 3DS. This is a freshly modded 3DS that I used in my last video, not my main one. So it looks a lot more clean. So now we need to place these files in the proper spot. And before we set our games up, just double check that you can see file extensions by clicking on View, Show, and then make sure there's a check under File Name Extensions. That'll make it easier. You'll see what type of file it is. So starting with the .3ds file, we can technically place this anywhere, but for convenience, let's go into the GM9 folder, right click, and create a new folder and call it Out. Go inside and then simply place your file in there. Remember, this is for your .3ds. We're going to set up the CIA files differently. Alright, our 3DS file is ready to go. You can place as many as you have in here. We can go through and install all of them. Now let's set up our CIA file. So back on the root of our SD card, if you do not already have a .cias folder, we're going to create one. So hit New and CIAS. Just like that, go inside and drag your CIA file in there. Perfect, it is good. Now this is a good time to check the size of the game. My CIA file is about 0.65 gigabytes. So as long as you have enough room on your SD card, you're good to install it. But if you don't have enough room, if you go back all the way and right click, Properties, you can see how much free space you have, and if you don't have enough, well, you're probably going to have to upgrade your SD card or just install one file at a time, because when we install it to our 3DS, the actual file we have on our SD card can be deleted as it's no longer needed. So now we have our game files in the proper spot. We can eject our SD card and head over to our console. So at this point, let's go ahead and put our SD card back in our console. And if you have a game cart that you want to install to your console, also place that in. And now when we boot our console up, we're going to hold the start button. So hold start, press power, and it should load into God Mode 9. If you get this page, just press A on God Mode 9. You should see this. So the first thing I'm going to show you is how to install your actual game cart to your console. And it is very, very easy. On the top screen, we're going to navigate to Game Cart, press A. It'll take a little bit to load, just give it a sec. There we go. And you should see all of these files right here. And we are going to navigate to the trim.3ds. Now there's two options for your games, but the trim is smaller and it does not change anything to do. So it just takes up less space. Press A on that one. Now on this screen here, this is our option. You can back it up so you can have this .3ds file on your computer. You can do that by going to copy to gm9/out. But instead of that, we have an actual option to install the game directly to the console without any extra space being taken up. So let's press A on NCSD image options, go down to install game image and press A. Press A to unlock, do the key combination, press A, and it will simply install it to your console. It's very simple and you don't even have to back it up. So I'll meet you back when it's done, and then I will show you how to install your existing 3DS files. And just a quick reminder for those of you with the physical cartridge, save data is stored in the cartridge. So if you want to transfer that to the digital game that we're setting up, then you need to use Checkpoint, as in this screenshot, to transfer it over. And there you go. Once you see that it was a success, just press A to continue. If it did fail for any reason, you probably don't have enough space, but press A to continue, and we're going to relock our write permissions. So press yes, and we are back to this screen. So now your physical copy has been installed to your 3DS menu, and once you turn it off and back on, you'll see new software has been added. But before I show you that part, I'm going to show you how to install your existing 3DS files. So press B and we want to see this screen again right here, except at the top we're going to navigate to SD card. Press A, and here is all of our files on our SD card. And if you remember, we put our 3ds file in our GM9 folder, so select A on that, and then our, if it'll focus, and then our out folder. So go into there and you should see your 3ds file. From here it is the same steps, so press A on your file. You'll see this on the bottom screen. Press A on NC SD image options, and we're just going to go down to install game image. And if you're interested in making a CIA file, the option above it, build CIA from file, will also create it, and it'll place it in your GM9/out folder. But we're going to install it, so let's go ahead and do that. Press A. We need to unlock our writing to sysnan. Press A and then do the key combo, and then it will install it. And just remember, the bigger the game, the longer it will take. Mario Kart 7 takes about 5 to 6 minutes, and it's less than a gigabyte. But I'll meet you back when it's done, and then we will install our CIA files for those of you who have that file. And there we go. That one is now completed, so press A to continue. Again, if you got an error, you might not have enough space on your SD card. But press A. We're going to relock the permissions. Press yes. And now we are back on this screen. So we have successfully installed our physical cartridges and our .3ds files. The files on our SD card, this one right here, those are no longer needed. So if you want, you can head back onto your computer, place your SD card in, and delete those. But now let's go to the home menu. We'll see our new games there, and then I'll show you how to install CIA files. So press the home button. It'll bring up your action menu, and then navigate to reboot system, press A, and then we should see new software has been added. Once it reboots, of course. And there we go. So it has successfully been added. Press OK. There it is. Now I installed 2 things, but they were the same files, so that's the reason I only have 1. But if we open it up, there is Mario Kart 7. So now that we are done with that, let's go ahead and install our CIA files. So you should already have this software right here, FBI. It comes with our actual Homebrew software. It was in the finalizing part of that section, so you should already have it. So let's load in. And once it does, you should see this page right here. We're gonna press A on SD, go down to the CIAS folder that we created, press A, and you should see your CIA file. If you have more than one CIA file, you can press A on current directory and install all CIAs, but I would suggest install and delete all CIAs, since that will get rid of the unneeded file off your SD card and free up some space. But I only have one, so I'm gonna select A on my file. And please do not be confused, this delete option here is not for the actual software we install. I will show you how to properly remove the software after we install it. So we are going to install and delete CIA. Press yes to confirm, and it will go ahead and do so. So again, it'll take about 5 minutes for Mario Kart 7. I will meet you when it's done. And there we go, our install is finished. Press A to continue. And as you can see, our CIA file is no longer in here, and that frees up space on your SD card. But now we can press B again, and then the home button. We can close the software. And you should see new software has been added to your 3DS, but of course I tried to install the exact same file, so it did not do that for me. So now I'm going to show you how to properly delete this file if you ever want to do that, because some people have been getting confused and think you have to go into FBI in order to get rid of it, but that is not the case, and that can actually cause issues. So I'll quickly run through how to do that. So go over into your system settings, go into data management, Nintendo 3DS, software, and here it will have your actual software. As you can see, Mario Kart 7 right there. So all you have to do to delete it is press delete, just like that. And it's gone. So I just wanted to clear that up so that nobody goes into FBI trying to delete those files. If this video helped you, please make sure to leave a like. It really helps me out. I really appreciate that. And make sure to subscribe to stay up to date with the latest homebrew guides. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Stay funky and happy modding.